right now on 5 on your side at 10.
Rain for a few of us earlier today, but now we're looking ahead to Sunday as we have an air quality alert. We're going to talk about why the Canadian wildfire smoke is back and when we'll see our next chance for rain.
Supporting a fallen deputy. An inside look at the Lincoln County fundraiser honoring a sheriff's deputy killed by a suspected drunk driver. But first tonight, our top story.
I feel like I acted in self-defense. All I was trying to do was protect myself and make sure I can go home because I seen the weapon.
In a 5 on your side exclusive, a 21-year-old CVS worker fired and arrested for firing shots on the job. What led to the gunfire? Good evening, I'm Brent Solomon. Those stories in just a moment. First, we're following a developing story out of St. Louis's Mount Pleasant neighborhood. A 61-year-old man severely beaten and carjacked. It happened last night near a Conoco gas station on Broadway. Police say the man was picking up his girlfriend when 3 people approached him. One of the people grabbed the man's keys and drove off. The victim's gun fell out of his pocket during the struggle. A woman used it to hit the 61-year-old several times in the head. Police are still looking for whoever did this. We're following a developing story out of St. Louis County tonight. Police are investigating a suspicious death. Officers showed up to Ocean View Court and found a man shot. He died at the scene. No word on a suspect or a motive. Stay with 5 on your side for new developments on these stories. You can find them on air, online, and on the 5 on your side app. Now to a story you'll see only on 5 on your side. Tonight, a former CVS employee arrested for firing shots outside of his job in Creve Coeur. He's now opening up about the case. I sat down with a 21-year-old who has never been arrested prior. He's now awaiting trial on 2 felony charges.
Demko is a hardworking young man, if you want me to be honest.
21-year-old Demko Harrell quickly advanced when he got a job at CVS in Creve Coeur.
I started off as a cashier and worked my way to a shift leader.
Back in March, he lost his job. It started when a masked man walked in.
A man came in, he was basically watching me. I had a gut feeling something wasn't right, you know what I'm saying? I'm all about energy, I can read energy. A customer called the police just because he was looking suspicious, which he was.
That's when the man approached.
He was acting like a regular customer. He said, "Hey, yo, do you have some Gucci cologne?" My coworker answered before me, and he said, "No, we don't have it." So me being me, I'm the manager. I just continued like it was a regular day. I'm like, yo, we don't have no Gucci cologne, but we have some Polo Red, Polo Blue, Polo Green, just advertising what we have.
He says he went to retrieve the cologne the customer requested.
I go to type in my store numbers, and he smacks firing to me to where like I don't remember what happened. I hit my head on the cologne stand.
He says the customer then ran out, and so did he.
I wanted to know who hit me, like what was the point of hitting me. I just ran after the guy to see what was going on. Not just what was going on, but who is the guy? What are you riding in? Like, who are you, you know? Because I don't know who was talking. All I seen was eyes, so try to see what he was riding in and try to get a license plate. That being said, he dropped his window as I was trying to look at the car and get up on the car, and he pulled a weapon. I pulled a weapon. Next thing you know, shots were fired.
In a panic, Harrell clocked out and started walking home. Police are concerned he didn't call 911.
I had so much emotion going on. Somebody assaulted me at my job first off. I didn't know how to feel. I didn't know what to say.
Officers found him walking not far from the store and arrested him. He's now charged with 2 felonies, unlawful use of a weapon and armed criminal action.
Some people will say, why did you have a gun?
St. Louis, it's a dangerous city. At the end of the day, I'm trying to protect myself and just make it home. But I don't recommend just carrying a gun for the fun of it. I recommend carrying a gun to protect yourself and protecting your family. I didn't know what to do, and I never been in a situation to where I had to use my firearm.
According to charging documents, police say Harrell fired 10 to 15 shots at the car as the driver was leaving. No one was hurt. We asked Creve Coeur for more information, but they declined, citing a need to protect victims and witnesses. A court hearing on this case will happen Monday. Harrell is looking for an attorney. Within the past few hours, downtown St. Louis hit with another round of heavy rain. This is video from the Market Off Market Festival on 7th Street in Chestnut. You can even see just how hard the rain and heavy winds hit, causing the festival there to have to wrap up early. Conditions have cleared a bit, but we're not out of the woods yet. Meteorologist Gary Frank is here with your Weather First forecast. Gary, it seems we keep getting back-to-back storms here.
And that's positive, right? Minus the fact that we have, obviously the delays. That's, delays, cancellations of things. But, we need the rain, and as long as we can avoid the high winds. And we did actually see a wind gust at the airport of 54 miles an hour. And that's what I want to show you here. Look at the time lapse here. And it's this one storm that really popped up, impacted not only the airport and drifted into North County, eventually into the city. And you can look how that storm really just dumped a burst of rain here right on the airport. Very impressive. And then, of course, the sun came out. Other areas were impacted by some of that rain as well. I'll show you how that storm developed here as we go from really right over O'Fallon to Wentzville, Weldon Spring. That one burst of a storm right over downtown delayed the Cardinals game, but got out in time just for the City SC. 54 miles an hour. Downtown, it was 44. Not so much in Chesterfield, but still impressive wind gust from a small storm that was not severe. Keep in mind, 58 miles an hour is a severe thunderstorm or greater. 78 right now. A west-northwest breeze at 3 miles an hour. Our dew point is about the same. It's still a little muggy. Overnight, cooler with maybe a little bit of patchy fog where we had some of that rain, but also smoke is settling in. That's going to drop our visibility tomorrow. Why it's an orange air quality alert day and what we can expect as far as rain chances over the next few days, Brent.
All right, Gary, let's remind people that they can get the Weather First forecast anytime. Text the word weather to 314-425-5355. Tonight, Ameren is working to restore power to families across the St. Louis metro. Within the last 30 minutes, less than 7,000 homes in St. Louis County are without power. In St. Louis City, 236 homes are waiting for electricity. We have continuing coverage tonight about a devastating fire at a former North City church turned skate park. Madeline Lumpy is a small business owner who owns a vintage shop. She used that building to store furniture and other items to sell. She says a lot of her inventory is now damaged. She had to throw some items away, while others will cost time and money to salvage.
It was just really hard because I really do collect memories, and I felt like I had to throw away so many people's past and memories, and that was just like such a gut punch.
And of course, we're talking about the St. Laborious skate park here. Lumpy is hoping to raise $10,000 to help cover the losses. If you'd like to help, there's a GoFundMe link on KSDK.com. Link under the As Seen on TV section. All right, City Park Stadium full of energy this evening as the city welcomed back St. Louis City SC. Everyone gathered at the stadium for a block party wearing their city gear. And take a look at this, bubbles even filling the street. The team's chief experience officer says the block party is always a good time.
Every game at City Park is, good vibes, best festival in town, so good food, good music, and good soccer.
Gotta have that. City SC took on Inter Miami. We'll have highlights from that match coming up in sports.
Every time they dunk somebody, they make the siren go off.
A fun way to support a serious mission. The mission in Lincoln County to help the family of a deputy killed by a suspected drunk driver. Feeling lucky? We have tonight's winning Powerball numbers for the jackpot worth more than $800 million. All right, you can call this one a baby shower, but with a twist. This afternoon, Barnes Jewish Hospital partnered with the St. Louis Fire Department to host a community-wide baby shower for all pregnant and new parents. This event was held at the Fire Department headquarters on North Jefferson Avenue. The free event gives parents in our area some much-needed supplies.
This is a true baby shower celebration. We're going to have baby items, gifts, raffles, prenatal yoga, some safe sleep demonstrations, wonderful partners on home visiting services, father support, community support, and even local Missouri Medicaid services.
This was the first ever community baby shower they've hosted. Organizers hope to make it an annual event. Downtown Kirkwood celebrating summer and the seasonal harvest with a peach festival today. Visitors enjoyed dozens of peach-related treats and menu items at the Kirkwood Farmers Market. Everyone also got to enjoy waffles on site while listening to music provided by the Sadie Hawkins Day Band.
Air quality throughout the entire upper Midwest and Great Lakes region. That includes our area. That's how significant this Canadian wildfire smoke is, what it means for us tomorrow, and when we'll see our next chance for rain.
New tonight, the Lincoln County prosecuting attorney tells 5 on Your Side charges are expected against the man accused of driving drunk when he struck and killed Sheriff's Deputy Stephen Tucker last week. Today, the community came together for a fun event to support the fallen deputy's family. Justina Cornell reports.
Dunk after dunk. Deputies were dropped.
Mostly it's been all of our school resource officers that have been rotating through.
On the final day of the Lincoln County Fair, it saved the best for last. A dunk tank drummed up donations.
There's been officers all day supporting us. Every time they dunk somebody, they make the siren go off.
Pitchers stepped up to the plate to pitch in, each one helping the family of Lincoln County Sheriff's Deputy Stephen Tucker. Tucker was also a 40-year Army veteran, regular Doris Road captain, a father and grandfather.
Deputy Tucker was very eager. He loved to serve his community.
The 60-year-old's life was cut short on the evening of July 8th.
About a week ago, we lost a deputy of ours due to a drunk driver, and in return, we've got here raising money for that deputy. While we can have fun and watching our officers get dunked in the water, we also have to remember what's important, and the money raised today will be going to Deputy Tucker's family.
Tucker was riding his motorcycle on Highway J. Missouri State Highway Patrol learned 35-year-old David Case swerved over the line near Bruning Lane and hit Tucker. Investigators say the driver was intoxicated and then hospitalized.
Any amount we can help, it's as simple as that.
Traverse Automotive and RV Group takes out the tank every year for charity. This year, their efforts were targeted towards Tucker. Detective Alyssa Urson thinks each dunk is delivering more than donations. It shows their dedication to their late deputy.
He would love it. This would be something that would put a smile on his face, and he'd be ready to dunk all the officers that he could as well.
Justina Cornell, 5 on Your Side.
Now, the driver who hit the deputy was already on probation for a low-level assault. Authorities filed a motion to revoke his probation, and now there's a warrant for his arrest. Today, Crown Square Plaza in North St. Louis was filled with people enjoying the taste and culture of North City. The St. Louis African American Artifacts Festival and Bazaar puts on the Taste of North St. Louis every year. Photojournalist Sam Belk shows us the inspiration behind the big event.
Oftentimes North St. Louis get a reputation. And so we've been here on the north side. We do Fairground Park, we do down here, we do all over. So this is our signature event that we've been doing. This year will be our 9th annual, next year will be our 10th. And so we're just trying to uplift the culture, uplift St. Louis, just make North St. Louis in particular just proud. When I was a little bitty boy, I used to hang out on the riverfront. It seemed like I would always catch this German festival. It was called the Strassenfest. And it was Germans down there celebrating their culture. The Strassenfest developed into this huge festival up off the riverfront. And then it stayed there for a couple of years, then it died out. But when I was a little boy, I said, I would love to do something like that when I get older for the culture. To support this, just tell somebody that you know what we're doing here. Look at our webpage, come out and join us, have fun, come out and set up a tent, tell your friends, tell your neighbors what we're doing here, and just come out and enjoy the north side. That's it. I'm not gonna ask for no money. We ask people to just come out and enjoy.
All right, folks, tonight's Powerball numbers are in. The jackpot was drawn just a few minutes ago. The prize stands at $875 million. The winner can choose the cash option worth roughly $442 million or the total amount paid yearly. So go ahead and grab those tickets. Tonight's winning numbers are on your screen. 57, 43, 2, 55, 9, and 18. All right, meteorologist Gary Frank now does not.
Tradition. It's a tradition.
I was going to say, you always
Saturday.
do it. Nope, you didn't win.
We didn't win. This
All
is a
right.
post-it. There is actually a big office pool. Did you get into that one?
Maybe, maybe not.
Well, you plead the fifth. I'm going to let you know I didn't get in it because you know my stance on this deal.
Yeah.
Unless they bought it at Lincoln County or Pike County at the gas station, they're not going to win. So I'm just letting you know that's the secret.
Well, Gary, we're glad you're here because you can give us the weather.
Absolutely. And we're going to talk about more rain chances. We had a little bit here and there, and that was good for us. Temps got to 89 today. It's pretty normal, 90s, but it felt pretty good in comparison because it wasn't quite as sticky and thick outside, but we're going to continue to look at better conditions here. And it's already cooled off. You can really tell where it's rained, like Wildwood, Baldwin, Lake St. Louis, maybe not so much, Berkeley, Forest Park, 80 in Edwardsville, maybe not so much as well, but I'll tell you what, it's nice to look down this camera where everybody's hanging out. City Park still lit up as well. It's quiet, though. Rain moved through there just before the game started, and you could see that from north to south. It's quiet now, and it's going to remain that way. I think the only thing we'll really deal with tonight is maybe some of that smoke was starting to settle in. You could see that at sunset, and there may be some patchy fog where we had some of that rain. Just because temps are in the upper 60s and we have this high pressure that settled in, it's going to kind of trap things in a little bit more. It's one of the reasons we have that orange air quality alert. It's unhealthy for some, the wildfire smoke, so that will be difficult. Like myself, asthma, we had that for about 2 to 3 straight weeks minus a couple of days, and you're going to start to see more of it. And one of the reasons why is I just showed you what our temperatures are. You're looking at Canada, you're looking at Alaska, mid 70s, upper 70s at this hour. That's how significantly hot it is. Now, I know Canada's going to get warm, but that's why they're in the situation they are with wildfires here, and you can see that smoke will continue to drift. So as it continues to drift from their active wildfires, we will continue to see that here until Sunday, at least in the afternoon, and that's when our rain chance is going to push that out of here a little bit. So dry the first part of the day, widely scattered showers and a few more thunderstorms like we had today. They will have the capability to drop those bursts of heavy rain for 15, 20 minutes, and we'll watch them throughout Sunday and then the first part of Monday. But after that, I think we continue to see these opportunities for the first part of the week. This is good news. As far as widespread rain, we don't see it, but this is actually helping us because even though we're going to get warm by the middle of the week, every time we've gotten an inch of rain locally, it's sunny and hot the next few days. That all evaporates. This is actually going to be beneficial for your lawn, for everything else. And I think on average, over the next few days, we'll see at least an inch of rain in some cases. Locally more, but that's how many opportunities we have over the next few. So we go from scattered storms in the afternoon. It's still 94. It's still going to be hot, but we're going to be cooling off a little bit more as we head into the next couple of days. And then it's back where it's hot and humid. And that's where those rain chances really help us here moving forward from Wednesday into Thursday.
Well, I'll tell you what, Gary, a lot of folks will say, yeah, we need the rain. We don't need those heavy winds, though.
Yeah, the high winds are tough, especially when we have these minor spots of damage, power outages. They had it worse on the other side of the state, but hopefully we have a couple quiet days.
We can steer clear. All right, thank you, my friend. We've got Frank, the man, a.k.a. the man. We're going to rename you that.
And City Park was the place to be tonight. City SC, Brent, is awesome in their house, but with the Cardinals awesome also. Stick around, please.
The Sports Desk is sponsored by Jim Butler Chevrolet, the Midwest's #1 Chevy dealer 10 years running.
When you are winless in your last 10 games, you are not going into this house at City Park and win a game. No, Inter Miami, you are not. City SC rarely loses at home, and they never ever lose when they have the lead. And they got the lead here in the first half. Indiana Vassilev, who was a sub last year with Miami with a gorgeous corner kick, and Samuel Adeniran with an even better head ball. That was their 11th set-piece goal of the season. This is their 12th. Aziel Jackson lofts it beautifully, and Tim Parker with a leaping header for the goal. One more time, look at the vertical on Parker. Oh my goodness! 2-0 City at halftime. Edu Leuven is back, and this is what he does best. This is lovely. That is a 3-0 win for City SC. What a performance.
Very happy with the shutout and the clean sheet. Yeah, we move on. We just enjoy the couple of days now. We wish our MVPs all the best, all the All-Stars, Tim and Roman, and we'll be supporting them as well.
As you can see behind me, the Cardinals started the second half of the season like they played most of the first half of the season. They made 3 errors in the first game against the Nationals and lost 7-5 in 10 innings. The last thing you want to do is open the second half by getting swept by a team 25 games out of first place. They came out hammering tonight. How about this guy, Alec Burleson? This is to deep center, 427 feet, 1-0 Cardinals in the second. Brendan Donovan is hitting about .400 this month with an OPS approaching 1,000. This is a triple which will score Nolan Gorman and Ivan Herrera. The Cardinals bang out 17 hits this evening. And the owner, Bill DeWitt, says, I'm not trading that guy, and he likely won't trade this guy either, Nolan Gorman, an opposite field two-run double. Or this guy, Jordan Walker, who makes the catch of the day right here. Cardinals win game 2, the final 9-6. Well, you may not like the present with the Cardinals, but here's the future. Chase Davis, their first-round pick, signed a contract and worked out at Busch today. The power-hitting outfielder from Arizona is now headed to Florida for a physical.
Yeah, I look at it as a start to something special, and I just want to be a part of something special at the end of the day, and a part of a winning team, and this is the exact spot to be. So no regrets there.
The women's final at Wimbledon, near court, Marketa Vondrousova put on a show against Ons Jabeur. Match point, Vondrousova wins in straight sets. She becomes the first unseeded woman to win at Wimbledon. The men's final is tomorrow. Best moment in sports today, the American Century Championship in Nevada. Steph Curry, 7th hole, 152 yards and a pitching wedge. Watch this one. Best shooter in the history of basketball, also a beautiful golfer. What a moment there. And congratulations to Ezekiel Elliott, who has never forgotten his family and his base here in St. Louis. He held a football camp at Matthews-Dickey today. Over 200 kids were there enjoying it, and some pretty fine athletes there, too.
I tell you what, those kids are going to remember that one day.
They will. Meeting Ezekiel, no doubt about it.
Yeah. Well, my friends, that's all of our time at 10. We want to thank you for the company. Saturday Night Live is next. Remember, you can catch your news bright and early at 6 in the morning.